Hi guys, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a great week. So this week, as you can tell, or you might not be able to tell, this might be a weekend look, I'm not judging, is all about Halloween. Now, for me, Halloween is probably my favorite time of the year. As a makeup artist, it's really exciting to play with new makeup and do some different looks and some crazy looks. But in fact, even back in the day when I did a lot of special effects and prosthetics, I was even more busier at Halloween. It was just such a fun time of year. So this week I'm creating a look. Can you tell what it is? There's a very fine line between fortune teller and pirate vibes, so I hope this is giving you more fortune teller vibes. But I mean, of course, if you want to go as a pirate, here's a great look as well. But for any of you who don't know me, I'm Amy Conway and I'm a makeup artist and part of the wonderful Bobbi Brown Pro team. And today I'm sharing a look that in fact you all have similar products in your makeup bag, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to recreate this look. Pair it with a wig, pair it with a hat, and you're good to go. It's all about smoking up the eye and not being too neat with it. So if you're worried about doing a smoky eye, do not fear. You're gonna see a lot in this, how it builds up quite dramatically, quite quickly. But I find a lot of us tend to get like halfway and think, oh, it looks like a black eye, I need to stop. Keep going. My biggest tip to you is keep going. Just think of me shouting, go, go, go in your ear. But whatever look you're doing for Halloween, I can't wait to see, let me know. Also, if there's anything maybe you wanna see, I might get some time in on social media that I could potentially do another look before Halloween. Maybe, can't promise anything. But remember, if you're not already subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are aware when all of my videos come out. And I think without further ado, let's get started. All I've done is my base so far. So just to let you guys know, I've done Golden Glow. I am going for the pretty golden skin. I then have just taken my foundation stick all the way over the face and quite heavy as well. So I'm not going for quite light coverage. I'm also not going for a bright under eye. If anything, I want it to look a bit more darker and eerie. But I've taken that all over as a perfect base. So now, let's get started on the fun stuff. So for this look, I want my brows to look really nice and dark, and I find the brow pencil here, which is our classic brow pencil, really great for going in and drawing hair when you have nothing at all. So because I'm literally going from scratch and I want this to be quite heavy, it's all right, Ralph. It's just mahogany. I'm gonna draw this still in the same application I would actually draw my own brows, but obviously not trying to be natural or not trying to be neat. If anything, what I love about the kind of like fortune teller look is it's not perfected, do you know what I mean? It's quite, I love this style of makeup. We're off and ready. Oh my gosh, imagine if I actually had brows like this. Oh, I'd be so happy. I'm also, for this look, trying to go for more of a slight arch. So I am trying to take the brow arch there a lot heavier on top. Let's have a little look here. Bigger the better, girls. Bigger the better. So brush that up. Nice and full. Gosh, people are blessed to have brows like this. Just a soft bit of concealer, and I'm actually not doing it to like tidy up the brow. I'm doing it so that my brow bone looks quite strong against all of this dark eye makeup we're gonna do. I just wanna make sure my brows all stand right the way up. This is the clear brow shaper. I prefer to go in and get the color that you want out of your pencil or powder, and then go in and brush it up with your clear brow shaper. So I know I've talked about this in the past about how to get the base that you want when you go on with your shadows, but if you're after a really dark, smouldering look, opt for a dark base to get you there, because it's just going to ensure that your pigment sits better and stronger when you've got it on top of one of these guys. So this is Violet Plum in the Longwear Cream Shadow Stick. I'm going to draw it straight on to my lid. And not being so neat either, I just want to make sure I've got it all at the base. Even go underneath as well. But this is gonna be quite a heavy look. Ooh. You all right, Ralph? Press that in with your finger and work it outwards. So we're going quite big here. Big brows, big eyes. going to be starting with Heather eyeshadow. And I'm going to be applying this in the crease of the eye. And underneath the lash again, I'm using it to really diffuse that lower lash line on top of my violet plum. I'm pulling it out quite far here. Then, just because I want the crease to be a little more pinky, I'm going to take the liner, which is Sangria lip liner, and I'm almost going to be creating a soft cut crease, and I'm going to draw that through, not being neat at all. In fact, I find the less you can draw of neat lines when you're smudging, the better. I'm going to take a smudge brush and I'm going to buff that out. And I've just layered that up again. Just basically going so you've got a nice intense pink. You could also try this with a blusher, but I find as long as you're keeping that crease nice and deep and blending it out, it could also work. Cool, so from there I'm now going to build up more so around the eye. I'm going to go in with a must-have black ink gel liner. If any of you saw my look last year with the skull, I pretty much did it with lipstick and black ink gel liner, so it's super easy and you're always going to have it in your makeup bag, of course. I'm going to use this with the Ultra Precise liner brush here, get a good amount of that, and I'm basically going to take it right the way around the eye so it's nice and dark and deep. Look how thick I'm going to do it, by the way, guys. I just want to show you. Slightly winged as well, although it's not going to look too winged at the end of it in the waterline here, so I'm just pressing that through, and I'm also going all the way into the inner corner. So if you can see there, I'm just going right the way in, press it up so they connect, but I still want it to be quite thin, so most of the thickness is all on the outer corner. Connecting my wing underneath as well, so it's quite heavy. This is going to give me more of that kind of like, I suppose slightly more cartoon eye, you know, like just making it look so much more bigger and more almond shaped. Once you've created that really dark wing shape on the outer corner there, we're now going to cover the whole thing and blend out with mulberry eyeshadow to give us that really rich dark purple with a cream shadow brush, so I can really press that pigment in around the eye. So as you can see, going over the whole of that wing shape that I created, and still not so neatly, but by packing in all of that mulberry around it, it's just giving us that nice dark purple undertone there, and then giving us a super smoky look. Smudge everything out, so again, it's just not so neat. It's more like really lived in smoky eye. And finally, once you've got your shape there, I'm just going to go all the way around, bringing and smoking that pinkiness from the crease. Might come in even more here. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, I might come in even more on the inner corner there, just so it's nice and dark. Could I get away with this as an actual Saturday night makeup? I don't know. Also, if you have green eyes, you are gonna love how green this look makes them. I can't even imagine what it will do to blue eyes. From there, I'm gonna go in nice and full with lashes. I am actually gonna put some false lashes on with this because I just think that it will just make the eyes look even bigger and more in proportion with the lash if I do it. But obviously for big lashes, I'm going eye-opening mascara. Look at that brush. So I'm gonna go in first. I'm not gonna curl them, I don't really need to with this mascara. So I'm just gonna build up the lash nice and full there before I put on the lashes. And I like to do kind of like, get your lashes looking as full as they can first, apply your lashes, your false lashes on top of that, then go in and use your mascara again to kind of just sandwich the two together. And of course underneath, so just going right the way through, nice and thick. And for lashes, I'm going to be using the TELLER Chezacole ones. You could pretty much use any though, as long as they're nice and full. Top tip for lashes is to coat with the glue that you get, but then you don't want to take it straight on because it's going to be too wet. It's not going to stick. It's going to remove your makeup as well. You almost want to let it go quite tacky. So I'm going to blab it, let it dry. So I often just like to use my fingers and push them in, especially because they can be quite fiddly. I find I have a better control of my fingers than I do with like tweezers. So I just push them in, not pressing them in completely, just kind of placing them at what angle I want them to be at. And then I go through with my fingers and squish them together with my real lash, which just holds it in place even longer and looks even more natural. Not that natural is a look we're going for. Right. And again, coat the tips of your false lash as well to give you that even more fuller look. Next step I'm gonna do is slightly contour my face, and for any of you guys know, I don't actually like contour, which is hilarious that I'm actually doing it for Halloween. I'm gonna just be doing it with a bronzer, so it's nothing too heavy. You can also do this with foundation stick, but I'm just gonna go in and draw straight from the outer corner of my lip up to the ear. I'm actually using the eye contour brush, which in general is really good for giving you the contour to the eye when you're doing pretty makeup, but I'm using it for here just because it's going to allow me to keep a nice defined line where I want it. And that's just because when I think of like fortune tellers, especially the ones in the films, I always think of like really hollowed out, slightly older, and just heavy on the old bronzer. It's like a slightly dirty look, which is why contouring is completely acceptable for this. But now I'm just going above, blending it out, and then no blusher with this look. I'm just going to keep it to bronzer. Warm that through. Do I look skinnier? Underneath, this is a trick I do all the time, but underneath, just to make my jaw look, again, a lot thinner, going a little higher into my chin and jawline there, and then puffing that through. And whenever you're after quite a chiseled contour look, I often will go in with the contour first, keep it nice and blended, but also quite heavy, and then take your lighter foundation. So I got my BBU here. I'm gonna go in my lighter foundation, kind of like alabaster porcelain here. I'm just gonna press that, just so again, it gives us more of that standout contour. So when I haven't got anything left on my brush, I'm just blending that round. But as I say, we're not going in with anything like concealer underneath the eye there. We want to keep it quite dark. I'm going to go in with a little bit of like a tear, I almost want to say. Like the It clown, where it's got like a tear through. I know last year, was it last year I did it? Like with the Mexican skull, a little slight tear through here. So I don't want it to be the focus, but what I am gonna do is go in with burnt sugar, something like goldy but dark. And I'm gonna use this with the angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna push underneath in the center and not go down too far. I don't want it to look too clowny, but I'm just gonna keep it in the center here. And just push it down like that, literally, tiny amount. Shape it. Yeah, so I kind of want it like just, if anything, just to make the makeup look a little less pretty and more dirty. And I'm gonna press a little bit of the Baby Peach Sparkle Shadow just to add a bit more dimension to that as well. But this is all about pressing, so use the same brush and I'm just gonna press over the top of where I've applied that tear. Fabulous. And then to finish up on the lip, I am so excited about this because we have our brand new Luxe liquid lip. So what's this one? This one is a high shine. The pigment in these are amazing. So have a little look at this. I'm going to apply it nice and roughly first, all over the whole lip. Look at it. amazing. And this is the Wild Orchid. I have to say the applicator is actually pretty amazing at getting in all the nooks and crannies, because you kind of think when you're applying a really bold lip, you almost feel like you have to have a lip liner with it, but actually these you don't. I mean, I'm still gonna do it, I'm so old school, but these you can really control your shape with them. Now, because I want my lip liner for this to be really dark, I'm gonna go in with the Longwear eye pencil in Black Plum, and I'm gonna go over the top. I am completely overlining the lip, by the way, because if you can't do it on Halloween, when can you do it? Oh! I'm really feeling this, look. Here we have it. It actually makes your teeth look really white. My skin feels pretty bright. I feel skinny and smoky. I'm kind of loving it. Okay, right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and get my accessories because I'm really excited to show you guys this. But this is the final look from the makeup part. I hope you guys enjoy that. Let's have a little look with accessories. And here we have it. What do you guys think? I'm feeling the wig. I'm feeling the bandana. I'm definitely feeling these hoops. They're from ASOS, by the way, and I'm loving them. But I've just added a few bits of jewelry in, which I have to say, as I said, this is my spirit animal. This is definitely my spirit animal. But I hope you guys enjoyed the look. It was a super fun look that was products that we all have at home, and also just an easy way to use them, keeping it simple and just keeping it fun. I'm actually gonna see what my best friend thinks. Right, here we go. I'm gonna FaceTime her. I hope she answers, actually. I see your future is bright.
Mate, you look like a pirate.
No, I do not look like a pirate. Do you think? I'm a fortune teller. Look.
You look like a pirate.
I've got cards and everything. Don't act like this isn't your Saturday night look. Connectivity's going, look. Okay, Jodes, I'm gonna love you and leave you. She's frozen. Connection. Oh, she's gone. Right, okay. Do not look like a pirate. There is a fine line between pirate and fortune teller, I have to say, but just keep all the gold jewelry in. We're good to go, and just hold cards the whole time. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope she's trying to call me back, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had lots and lots of fun with that. Don't forget to subscribe for not so many more of these tutorials, but definitely some really fun makeup tutorials. Ralph's going crazy. Ralph. And again, I can't wait to see all the amazing looks you guys create for Halloween. See you soon. Bye.